This year, we also have 6 outgoing PGA district directors who have served our association well over the past 3 years. As their time on the board comes to an end, we thank them for their commitment to bettering the PGA of America and our professionals. Let's take a look at this short video reflecting on the contribution of these individuals.
Being on the board, I would have to say, is the penultimate moment.
It's been an absolutely awesome experience.
I took the job very seriously.
Excellent PGA professionals coming from different perspectives.
It's a great mixture of what our membership is all about.
There were certain discussions that we've had that were memorable.
Having the opportunity not just to shape the present, but shape the future of the PGA of America, that's a great honor.
Congratulations. Welcome. Good to have you.
The first year you're sitting in the boardroom, it's real scary. Now as we are seniors in our class, the group that I've been with are an exceptional group.
The most enjoyable thing for me sitting in the boardroom is representing over 4,000 PGA members in my district. That's significant. And also seeing that our strategic plan, the 8 core components of that, are implemented and done on a timely basis with a lot of thoughtfulness and PGA member input.
Part of that is the PGA Reach program. We've got 3 programs under the Junior League, which has grown 25% in 2016, reaches thousands of kids across the U.S. So we're helping grow the game. Project Hope, which deals with veterans and rehabilitation programs, given the opportunity to be on the golf course and do their rehab and to learn the game of golf, has been a great inspiration for men and women in the military. And then our diversity program. We've got people who are involved in golf who are being included in PGA programs throughout the country.
PGA! Great job.
It's probably the centennial. I mean, just the whole build up to it. I mean, I was lucky enough to be on 8 or 9 years ago, and it was, coming about, and now it's here. It's 2016, and it's our anniversary.
The best stories end in thanks. Share your story at ThanksPGAPro.com.
I think the section spotlights were great. The opportunity for each section to be highlighted, to showcase one of the programs of the many that every section does, was just terrific.
One of the things that made me most proud about my district is all of their highlights had to do with charitable endeavors. And it just went to highlight how much PGA professionals do for charity, which I think sometimes gets lost.
Golf Channel on NBC, in association with the LPGA Tour and the PGA of America, is proud to present live final round coverage of the KPMG Women's PGA Championship.
The KPMG in Seattle at Sahali in my section, to bring a major, and especially not just a major, but a major that represents what the PGA is trying to do with inclusiveness and to get women into the game. It was so refreshing, and to be part of that, to me, that made it all worthwhile. The 3 years, the vote we took a couple years ago to support the event, a great moment,
We got the opportunity to go to Scotland. I mean, certainly for the Glen Eagles Ryder Cup event, that was a thrill to be inside the ropes and to be a forward marshal and rules observer for that. That was a great honor.
From Scarsdale, New York, Brian Gaffney.
And Brian Gaffney will play this weekend.
Absolutely. My favorite moment was announcing Brian Gaffney, a very close friend of mine, at the PGA Championship at Whistling Straits. Not only did Brian play tremendously well in that championship, he represented the PGA golf professional in a manner that we can all be proud of.
I'm proud to have served with them over the last 3 years.
I'm honored to serve on the board because not a lot of people get that opportunity. And to have been privileged enough to get that opportunity is a true honor.
We as board members have to look at the big picture, but again, I think my primary job is still to represent the people that sent me.
I am honored to serve on the board because it does affect what I do and what every PGA member does every day of their lives in our business and our industry.
To make decisions that affect all of the members of the PGA has been an amazing growth for me personally and professionally.
I've always said we can either be a consumer of the PGA or we can be a contributor of the PGA. And so those that contribute are the ones that are going to have the most enjoyment out of their membership. So let's be contributors, not consumers.
We came in as a group, we're going out as a group, and throughout the entire process, we really came to the decision-making process as a group, and I'm very proud of that.
From all 28,000 PGA pros, we say thank you.
You know, you heard me say, I think last evening, having a board that is so passionate about serving the members makes it much easier to be an officer, and I think you could see the passion come through in that video from our 6 outgoing directors, and of course we heard Lynn's masterful words yesterday in his independent director speech. At this annual meeting taking place here in New York, I would like to ask that PGA member and District 2 Director Dan Pasternak, who represents the Metropolitan, New Jersey, and Philadelphia sections, to come up and say a few words on behalf of his class. Dan? Thank you. Thanks.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. Just yesterday, you're introducing Hall of Famers Jack Nicklaus and Lynn Swann, and today you introduced me. But while I'm up here and I have this platform, I'd just like to thank you for your leadership. You, sir, are the very definition of a gentleman, and I'm really privileged to know you. It is my honor to stand before the leaders of our association to say a few words on behalf of my fellow outgoing directors. 3 years ago, as a group, we raised our hands in San Diego and pledged that we would devote our best efforts for the PGA of America. Collectively, through some very difficult decisions, I am comfortable that we fulfilled the promise that we made to you. As our time on the board sunsets and a new class of directors is sworn in, we wish them well and trust that the PGA is in very capable hands. We would like to extend our gratitude to the officers we served with. Your enormous commitment pays credit to all who previously heard the call and stepped forward to lead our association. A heartfelt thank you to CEO Pete Bavacqua and the entire PGA team for their unwavering fidelity to our mission of serving the member, growing the game, and advancing the values, virtues, and future of our profession. A special thank you to Board Coordinator Karen Flores for keeping us organized on time, in the correct tie, and for helping us to be a more effective board. The role of the independent director is critical in achieving peak performance. We simply don't know what we don't know. Dottie Pepper, Lynn Swann, and Seth Waugh, thank you for loving the game and generously sharing your vast experience and dedicating your valuable time, ensuring that golf remains the greatest game. You have made a difference, and we are a better association for your efforts. Districts 1, 2, 5, 10, and 13, 14 also, thank you for entrusting us with the privilege of representing you. It has been a humbling responsibility, but one we wish every PGA member could be so fortunate to experience. Our spouses, Mary, Janet, Mindy, Peggy, Martha, and Courtney, thank you for your support, and thank you for not changing the locks on the door while we were out tirelessly working for the association at numerous thankless assignments like attending the Ryder Cup and the PGA Championship. Lastly, we'd like to thank you, the members and delegates of this great association, for the trust, the support, and the respect that you gave to us. It has been a life-changing honor to serve the PGA of America. There is nothing better than being one of you. Thank you.
Dan. Thank you, Dan. You know, you have this Jersey tough man look, but you have a big heart in there, and your passion for employment for our members is unwavering. And I learned so much from you on the board for the work you've done. And I also want to thank you for being my personal bodyguard. I know you wouldn't move them alone, so I had to move to Jersey, and I'm glad we're neighbors now. Thank you.